supposed to be a chunk of the wall of the small intestine. I showed you on one of the pictures in the lecture notes. If you're going to look at it, I showed you the side of that figure that you were supposed to look at. This would be the lumen of the tube at the top. And if that parasite was eating through the layers, it would be going down towards the bottom of the model. So each of these three structures represents a villus. So if I wrap a whole thing with tape, which this one I might, that is a villus. If you cut open a villus, which you can see these two are cut open, there are structures inside that you have to know. The blue and red vessels are called blood capillaries, or a capillary network. And this yellow structure is supposed to be a lacteal. So in real life, each villus would have both of these types of structures inside of it. They just separated it so it was a little bit more clear. So proteins and carbohydrates that get broken down go into the blood vessel or the blood capillaries. Fats go into the lacteal. So next we're going to talk as if we're that parasite eating through the wall in order. So the first layer that parasite would have to eat through would be the epithelial tissue. And this epithelial tissue, we can even follow it up in this direction. That is supposed to be simple columnar epithelium. If I tag it, I'm going to tag it here because at least to me, this is the best place to see a single layer of cells whose apical surface, they have a shape that is best described as columnar. So this is simple columnar epithelium. Then that parasite would have to eat through this layer, kind of the peach layer here. You can also see it over here. That is called lamina propria. All of that is lamina propria. Then the parasite would have to eat through this thin muscular layer. That is called the muscularis mucosa. That was layer number 3 when we talked about them. And then the parasite would have to eat through this peach layer. This is the submucosa. That was layer number 4 when we put them in order. And then the parasite would have to eat through the muscularis. This would be layer number 5 in the lecture notes. But for lab, I told you you have to know the 2 types of muscle layers separately. So from here to here, this is the circular muscularis. And down here, you have the longitudinal muscularis. It is opposite of what many people think it looks like. If it doesn't make sense, please ask me later. I'd be happy to explain it to you. But for now, this is the circular muscularis, and this is the longitudinal muscularis. The 6th layer would be this peach layer at the bottom. That is supposed to be the serosa.